is clear? So once again, people, this is my Telegram channel. You can send in your answers and any queries that you have. You may send it over here. All right. Now, moving on. So we had just wound up Douglas McGregor, theory X and theory Y. Very simple and very direct. Theory X he basically used to define the classical thinkers. All right, theory X was the title given by him for the classical theory, according to which theory X assumes कि workers lazy है, कामचोर है, जिम्मेदारी नहीं लेना चाहते, all that. Theory Y जो है, the people are ready to take work, they are enthusiastic, they are responsible. This is what we have seen so far. और आज हम जो टॉपिक लेने वाले हैं, the thinker that we are going to take today, it is Chris Argyris. And Chris Argyris has given a theory very similar to what McGregor has given. Why? तो मैग्रेगर ने थियरी एक्स दे दिया, अर्गायरिस ने थियरी एक्स के जगह पर क्या नाम दे दिया? इमेच्योरिटी कहा इससे. थियरी एक्स को ही गेव द टर्म इमेच्योरिटी. थियरी वाई के जगह ही गेव मैच्योरिटी. That's the only difference. Theory X is what? Immaturity, according to Chris Argyris. Theory Y ke jagah, he called it maturity. Clear? So today we are going to see Chris Argyris and his contributions, because his contribution is not just to do with the individual. He also said organization को भी बदलाव, यानी कि organization भी बदलने के लिए तैयार होना चाहिए. McGregor only focused on what? Individual. Theory X, theory Y. Argyris gave, instead of theory X, he gave immaturity. Instead of theory Y, he gave maturity. Plus, he also gave organization mein we need change. Absolutely. Features are the same, Lipika. Theory X में जो हमने देख लिया था, lazy, irresponsible, all that, same thing for immaturity. Theory Y में हमने जो भी देख लिया, the same thing for maturity. Both are the same. Clear? So it is an easy way to remember things. Clear? Good afternoon, Lipika. Good afternoon, Suganya. So one thing what I want to tell you is, from Monday, your class timing will be 11:30 to 1:30. Clear? That way you can attend your CSAT class also. 11:30 to 1:30 will be the class. Clear, people? 2 hours only we will keep, because I know from henceforth, because this every year I face this issue. I mean, I know not only me, all the optional batch faculties will face this. It's very difficult to hold the students' attention from January onwards. बहुत मुश्किल है, because everybody will be like, पहले prelims clear करने दे, बाद में देख लेंगे बाकी का चीज. This year you don't have that luxury. कम से कम क्लास तो अटेंड करो, सुन लो, ताकि when you read the notes later, at least you are in a position like, okay, at least you know कि क्या पढ़ा है. I understand some of you will be feeling मैं खुद पढ़ लूंगा, all that, but some things will be the, when you read it you will be like, अरे यार ये क्या चीज है. अगर क्लास में कम से कम बैठ लिया है तो याद आएंगे, because this time there is very less gap between prelims and mains. So 2 hours दे दो आपका मुझे, at least do that much for me. The remaining time you spend it all on, even if you don't, at least make running notes down, short notes बनाने का कोशिश कर लो, ठीक है? So taking the discussion further forward, again under Motivational School, Chris Argyris, 1923 to 2013. Chris Argyris, a prominent social scientist in the social psychological school of thought, highlighted a mismatch between management practices and adult personality. Mismatch है management practices और adult personality में. What is the meaning of that? The meaning is, मैनेजमेंट जिस तरीके से इंसान के साथ यानी कि वर्कर के साथ बर्ताव कर रहा है, तो उससे हमें लगेगा यार तू एक एडल्ट के साथ डील कर रहे हो या बच्चे के साथ। कब आया तूने, कब जा रहे हो, कितना काम किया, वाई वाई यू हैव टू माइक्रो मैनेज थिंग्स। गेटिंग द पॉइंट, नाउ लेट मी से I have worked, now this is my 10th year as a faculty. I have worked in so many offline, online academies and all. I have seen partial online, hybrid classes, all that I have seen. Some managers are there, minute per minute they want an update. क्या किया, कब गया, कहां आ गया, etc. Then there are managers where they won't trouble you at all. मतलब, they will only call you when there is something wrong. As long as you are doing a good job, they don't care. मतलब उन्हें सिर्फ काम के साथ लेना देना है, कब आ गया है, कब गया है, that they don't care. As long as the faculty is doing a good job, they don't care about it. There are very few managers who are like that, and very few companies that are like that. क्योंकि that is the main point. Why should you worry that when they came or when they left? Ultimately, it is what a target is there, a project is there, has it been bound or not? Are all the work being completed on time? That is the main thing that we should look for. But unfortunately, many companies, even today, they are doing it. उसका भी वजह है, now freedom अगर दे दी आपने, जब चाहे आओ, जब चाहे चले जाओ, बस काम करना है आपको. Will a work actually take place? Will all the employees behave like adults? Absolutely not. बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस ही देख लो. अब कुछ महीने पहले, आपके बैच शुरू होने से बस कुछ ही महीने पहले, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एक्चुअली इश्यूड अ डायरेक्टिव सेइंग दैट all government employees in central government offices should be there in the office by 9:30 a.m. on dot. 9:15 से लेकर 9:30 के अंदर you should be there in the office. क्यों? Who is going to the office on time? I remember my first day. I have this habit of going on time. I have that habit. Generally, I'm punctual. 95% I'm punctual. I'm very well on time. That day when I went, nobody has come to office. Door, everything is open. Like the main door is open, but nobody is there. I went to I don't know where to sit, nothing, etc. I'm just standing there. I'm waiting there. I went and sat in a chair or something. I am waiting. 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock, 10:15. 10:30, the first person walks in. First person walks in at 10:30. Majority arrives by 11 a.m. 11 a.m. What is the office time actually? 9:15 onwards you should be there. By 9:30, by default, you should be present in the office. But no. 11 o'clock only everybody is there. This is the reality in government office. So, उस type की जगह पर जब when people are acting like kids, not maintaining the punctuality, government also have no other choice other than treating them like kids. Getting the point here? So what is the government done? 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. you have to put in your biometric attendance. Biometric attendance का मतलब है putting in your thumbprint. That will be connected to your Aadhaar. That is connected to your salary pay. So if you come late, half day leave, half day will be cut from your salary. So ऐसे काट कर रहोगे तो क्या होगा? Month के अंत में you will only get half of your salary. So this is the government's way of ensuring accountability from the side of the employees of the government. Getting the point here? Chris Sargaris basically he told that there is a mismatch between management practices and adult personality. That is only if people are behaving like adults. When people are behaving like बच्चे, तो क्या कर सकते हैं? Getting the point here? He argued that while individuals strive for psychological success, organizational structures often fail to support this goal effectively. Again, the same thing. People want to get self actualized, but not all organizations are able to support it. Argyris believed that the mismatch between individual needs and organizational structures could lead to both human and organizational decay. This is very, very true with government office, especially Group C and D employees. Like I have told you, एक ही काम करके 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 इन लोगों का like they are basically like furnitures, right? Whatever work they are doing, it is important. Trust me, it is very, very important. Lekin nobody is giving it any importance. It's an important work, but getting no importance, no recognition. So वही काम, वही फाइल्स देखते 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 क्या हो जाता है, आदमी डीके हो जाता है, क्योंकि मेंटली आप कुछ नया कुछ पढ़ नहीं रहा है, आपके जॉब में कोई नया चैलेंजेस नहीं है, तो क्या हो जाएगा, वही घिसा पिटा हुआ काम करते 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 दीज पीपल विल बिकम वेरी डिकेड. डिकेड मीन्स मानसिक तरीके से भी देखो, शारीरिक तरीके से भी देखो, दे आर ऑल लाइक अनहेल्दी, अनफिट एंड ऑलवेज दे विल हैव अ बिटरनेस. हंसते हुए मजाक करते हुए एनर्जेटिक पीपल यू विल नेवर फाइंड in group C, group D. You are never going to find. Initial years of their service, they may be very joshful. Later, they will also become a typical government servant. He advocated for changes in individuals, organizations, and their interpersonal relationships to address this issue. And obviously, और इंसान अगर डिकेड हो गया, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर जो काम करने वाले अगर डिकेड है, the organization also will get decayed. Correct? Any organization is only as good as its workers. The workers are not good, organization also will not be good. Clear? So, Chris Argyris advocated for changes in individuals, organizations, and interpersonal relationships. His work has advanced our understanding of organizational learning, action, research, and the dynamics between people and organizations. He promoted altering both individual personality traits and organizational management practices. That is how he is different from McGregor. Individual personality भी बदल दो और management practices भी बदल दो. So these are the two things that he focused on. While McGregor focused only on individual personality, Argyris focused on personality and management practice. Clear, people? Any questions? Context of Chris Argyris' theories. Context. किस context में Argyris gave his theories? That is very important. Let us check it out. Argyris strongly believed in the interrelationship between organizational structure and individual personalities, viewing them as mutually responsible for each other's development. He argued that both organizations and individuals should learn from each other and their environment. Again, another thinker who gave due importance to what? Environment. So he gave importance to environment, that is, organization can learn from individuals. Organization can learn from individuals, organization can learn from environment. Similarly, individual can learn from organization and individual can learn from environment also. So that is the important criteria here. That is, he was actually futuristic, I would say. You should be ready to learn. पढ़ने के लिए तैयार होना चाहिए. Individual also, organization also. आपस में भी, environment से भी. Good afternoon, Ashfaq. Changes in the environment impact the workplace, and individuals serve as learning agents for the organization, adapting and evolving based on their experiences. Argyris made his contributions during the mid 20th century. Mid 20th century means by the 1950s. A period marked by significant industrial growth and its accompanying challenges. Again, so this was the time period also. This was the same time period where World War II, post World War II era, many colonies were becoming independent. And साथ में in public administration, what event had taken place is, this was the beginning of comparative public administration. Comparative public administration means दो मुल्कों का administration compare करो. What is nice over here, pick it up. Make some small changes to it to suit our context. Apply it. Best example, US के social security number. It is there for every US citizen, it is provided. From that social security number, all your basic details can be taken out. Including आपके ऊपर कोई अगर कोई पुलिस केस है एक्सेट्रा है वो भी मिल जाएगा. Clear? We took that idea from there. We देसीfied it. मतलब देसी बना दिया उसको. कैसे? आधार. So US social security number में ना thumbprint है ना retinal scan है. But in Aadhaar it is there. Why? You cannot fake it then. Nobody can fake it. Nobody can even manage to even hack it also. It is very difficult. Clear people? So comparative public administration के शुरुआत है उस वक्त. So everybody was trying to learn from the environment. वहां पर सबसे बेस्ट क्या है? यूएस में सबसे बेस्ट क्या चल रहा है अभी? यूरोप में क्या बेस्ट चल रहा है? Everybody were trying to learn. So the focus on environment has started now. Getting the point? So that is why we are learning the context. Chris Argyris कैसे इतना बढ़िया theory दे दिया कि organization should study from its employees and environment. Employees should study from the organization and environment. ये idea उससे कहां से मिला? क्योंकि वो वक्त ऐसा था कि environment से feedback ले लो. Clear? आगे. While material standards of living improved, encompassing food, shelter, housing, healthcare, and education, the era also saw advancements in intellectual resources such as access to expensive books, magazines, newspapers, and enhanced public libraries. This shift from materialistic to less materialistic values, described by Maslow's middle and higher level needs, revealed that traditional organizational structures, still reliant on the carrot and stick or mechanistic approach, failed to adapt to changing mindsets. अब ये क्या है? लोग की सोच बदलने लगे. Earlier classical thinkers was all about money, efficiency, economy. 1950s के शुरुआत से we are basically seeing that people's attitude are changing. They are not valuing money much. They are moving towards more of less materialism. मतलब समाज सेवा, लोगों के भला. लेट अस सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, लेट अस सॉल्व पॉवर्टी. और जंग नहीं चाहिए हमें. 2 world wars are enough. No more world wars. So people's attitude were changing. तो ऐसे एक हालात में, एंड दिस चेंज टू लेस मटेरियलिज्म मीन्स डिस्क्राइब बाय Maslow's मिडिल लेवल एंड हायर लेवल नीड्स. व्हाट इज दैट? सेल्फ एस्टीम एंड सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन. Doing charity, I'm getting fame. By doing charity, I'm also feeling happy. So in dono, same thing. This was what people were doing. People were trying to help people because they were feeling happy about it and they were getting fame for it. In such a scenario, where people are trying to serve the society, the old mechanistic approach of carrot and stick will not work. ये carrot and stick क्या है? अगर आपने अच्छे काम किया, I will give you a carrot. If you are not listening to me, I will hit you. So this is basically, like this context is basically in the case of donkey or a horse. अगर horse आपकी सुनी, तो उसे carrot दे दो, खाएंगे. If they don't listen to you, you beat it. So Chris Argyris is saying, when people's mindset has moved into less materialistic values, यानी कि उन्हें पैसों से कोई मतलब नहीं है, प्रमोशन से कोई मतलब नहीं है, तो यहां पर मैं आपको प्रमोशन देता हूं, मैं आपको ज्यादा पेमेंट दूंगा, दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. या फिर आप अगर काम नहीं करोगे तो मैं आपको नौकरी से निकाल दूंगा, इट वोंट वर्क. व्हाई? पीपल्स थॉट हैव चेंज्ड. People are not more into what? Are no more into, okay, मुझे इतना पैसा चाहिए, मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है. They are not into that. जैसे कि now I will tell you, this is how the society keeps evolving. For example, now, just a minute, people. Just a minute. Yeah. So, carrot and stick, like I told you, the traditional way of punishing them, मैं नौकरी से निकाल दूंगा, मैं ज्यादा पैसा दूंगा, that won't work. And आजकल again, in this zamana, if I really see the new generation parents also, when I talk to them, I asked one parent the other day, like, okay, he's also a father, he's also having a son. So we were having normal discussion. So then I just made fun of him. Oh, you have studied so much, so you will also make your son study. He just gave me a look and he told, I have studied enough. And I think my son is interested in cricket. I wanted to go for cricket. I wanted to join cricket team and all. My parents never allowed. They were always like, padhai pehle, khel kood baad mein. So I was like, so I will give my son everything that is needed. So he has already made his son join a cricketing academy where he's telling that he is going to put him into that. He has already decided that, channeling him into the cricket field. Why? It is no more the old zamana of pado, padoge to kuch banoge. That thought has evaporated. Similarly, 50s के दौरान that thought had evaporated, that सिर्फ पैसों के लालच में आदमी से ज्यादा काम करवाना, that is not going to happen. That is what Argyris is telling. Clear? He argued that outdated approaches, organizational structures, and leadership styles hindered personal growth, causing losses for both individuals and organizations. मतलब पुराने तरीके, पुराने लीडरशिप स्टाइल, पुराने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर, ये किसी काम का नहीं है. ये नुकसान पहुंचेगा इंडिविजुअल के लिए और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए भी. Supporting and encouraging individual development would lead to mutual benefits and prevent decay. So if you encourage the development of your employees, organization will also develop and both of them will benefit. Argyris developed intervention strategies for organizational change, including the immaturity maturity theory, improving interpersonal competence, innovative organizational structures, and group sensitivity training. These are the topics that we are going to see. Before I head on, any questions till here? All right. Now, like I told you in the start of the class, immaturity theory is exactly like the theory X. Whatever components we saw under theory X, the same thing comes under immaturity. Maturity, when we talk about, it is the same components that comes under theory Y. Clear? He has just given a different name. Theory X, instead of theory X, Algarist gave it immaturity. Instead of theory Y, he called it maturity. So let us see. Developed by Chris Argyris in his work on personality and organization, this theory explores the relationship between human nature and organizational structure. It contrasts bureaucratic or pyramidal values with more humanistic or democratic values, positing that personal development progresses along a continuum from immaturity to maturity. मतलब तो इमेच्योरिटी थियरी जो है वो किस चीज से जुड़े हुए हैं? ब्यूरोक्रेटिक और पिरामिडल वैल्यूज. सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ब्यूरोक्रेटिक स्लैश पिरामिडल वैल्यूज? इसका मतलब सिर्फ इतना है, क्लासिकल थियरी. पिरामिड का मतलब है टॉप डाउन, यानी कि वो शेप याद है ना, सबसे ऊपर एक आदमी बैठे होंगे, he will be giving all the orders flows from the top. That is pyramidal structure. Classical theory basically, that is immaturity theory, क्योंकि सारा ऑर्डर्स ऊपर से आना है, अगर ऑर्डर आ गया तभी ये लोग काम करेंगे. इमेच्योरिटी. इस तरफ क्या है? इस तरफ यू हैव ह्यूमैनिस्टिक और डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज. मतलब यहां पर आपको कंसल्टेशन देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. कंसल्टेशन, कोऑर्डिनेशन, डिस्कस करेंगे, वो वाला चीज है बेसिकली अवर थियरी वाई. और क्रिसरगर इसका मानना है कि ह्यूमन पर्सनालिटी जो है विल मूव अलोंग द कंटिन्यूम. इमेच्योरिटी से अगर शुरू हो गया, मेच्योरिटी पर खत्म हो जाएंगे. दैट इज ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. इफ इट हैज इमेच्योरिटी ट्रेट्स, आप उसे मेच्योरिटी तक ला सकते हैं. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? Argyris, McGregor didn't do that. McGregor theory X, ये है उसका ट्रेट्स. थियरी वाई, ये है उसका ट्रेट्स. इतना ही कह दिया था. थियरी एक्स से थियरी वाई तक कैसे पहुंचना है, मैकग्रेगर डिडंट से. लेकिन अर्गायरिस क्या कह रहे हैं? इमेच्योरिटी से मैच्योरिटी तक हम पहुंच सकते हैं. दैट इज द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट डिफरेंस हियर विथ मैकग्रेगर. You start from immaturity, you can still reach maturity. Integration for this thing, agreed. similar to theory X, similar to theory Y. So let us see it now. According to Argyris, old organizations tend to have following characteristics. They treat the people as immature, characterized by laziness, lack of interest, apathy, money hungry, wasteful, prone to error. Employees are provided minimal control over their work. मिनिमल कंट्रोल मींस उनका काम वो नहीं कंट्रोल कर रहा है, ऊपर से कोई कंट्रोल कर रहा है, मतलब लेस फ्रीडम. They are expected to have a short time perspective. शॉर्ट टाइम पर्सपेक्टिव, अभी के लिए क्या चाहिए बस उतना ही करूंगा. They don't think, have a long term vision. Task specialization, unity of direction, chain of command, span of control, rigid and stringent rules and regulations, and managerial controls are used to keep the employees in pace with organization goals. So, every controls के जरिए employees are made to do their work. Any doubts over here? Because this is all reminiscent of theory X. Any doubts? All right. Employees are made to feel dependent on their superiors and fearful of the staff personnel. क्यों? Everything is because of punishment. काम नहीं करोगे तो punishment आ जाएगा. Organization is a breeding ground for mistrust and intergroup conflict. क्यों? जो काम ज्यादा कर रहा है उसको इंसेंटिव, जो काम कम कर रहा है नौकरी से निकाल दो. They blame employees for any discrepancies in organization and initiates programs to change people's attitudes and to make employees more interested in the organization. So they blame employees. Employees को दोष देते हैं. Getting the point? For any mistake they blame the employees because that is easy. मैनेजमेंट के पास अगर गलती भी है, मैनेजमेंट वो मानने वाला नहीं है. They have autocratic and directive leadership style. Autocratic means मैं सही हूं तुम गलत, ज्यादा बात मत कर, अपने औकात में रह जा. That sort of a thing. Basically, top down. This leadership style places the employees in a situation where they tend to be passive, dependent, subordinate, and submissive. Focus their activities on the organizations and the leaders' needs rather than the needs of all the followers. Compete with each other for the leader's favor. That is, whatever they do, they will be passive, dependent. आप बॉस बोलिए, बॉस आगे क्या है बॉस. Subordinate, submissive. हाँ सर, 2 बजे सुबह कॉल भी करोगे तो हाँ सर बोलिए सर, आप सो गया क्या? 2 बजे आदमी फिर क्या करेगा? फिर भी नहीं सर, बस ऐसे ही आपके बारे में सोच रहा था सर, बोलिए. इन हिंदी वी कॉल इट चाटना. Correct? I know it's a very crude word to use, but that is a reality. In most of the private field, we'll find this. Private field में ये होता है. तो in one Saturday morning, what happened? So in every office, you will find one more person जिनका घर में परेशानियां होगा. तो उस परेशानियां से और उस जिम्मेदारी से भागने के लिए ये लोग क्या करेंगे? लीव के दिन पे भी दे विल कम टू द ऑफिस एंड देन दे विल से ये काम था, वो काम है, ये करना है, वो करना है. तो वन फाइन मॉर्निंग दिस वे सैटरडे को मुझे कॉल आ गया. माय कोलीग, इट वाज वेरी ओल्ड गाय. आई वाज लाइक, व्हाट इज इट? हाँ, come to office. I'm like, why? Just that work is there. I was like, but that we need to submit only on Tuesday. Why should we do it on Tuesday? What we can do today, we'll do it of today. Let us finish the work. I don't know from where I got the guts for it. First of all, he was only my colleague, not my superior or somebody was calling, but very senior in terms of age and experience. So I just told him something very bluntly. I just told, see, sir, you may be very old, but the point is, I am still young. I have plans for a Saturday. I need to spend time with my family. Very sorry, I'm not going to come. I cut the call. After that, he has never called me. Question is, would I have been able to do that if it was a private organization? Absolutely not. गवर्नमेंट में मुझे अच्छी तरह से मालूम है, मस्का लगा दो, ना लगा दो, गुस्सा करो, ना करो, my job is intact. My job, nobody can give me a very good promotion, nobody can take away my salary. I know it very well. Private में क्या है? That is not the case. So ये जो सीन जो है आज भी हमें देखने के लिए मिलेगा कहां पर? प्राइवेट फील्ड में. This is there, no doubt. But they're very submissive. They're always working to keep their manager happy, impress them, and they are always thinking about manager क्या चाहते हैं, organization क्या चाहते हैं, खुद क्या चाहते हैं. I have no idea. They only think that if manager is happy, my job will be intact. They are more concerned about their job security rather than what they want in life. Obviously, they'll be competing with each other. एक ही टीम के अंदर everybody will be competing each other for manager's attention. आज manager किस पर attention देगा? Like that it will be. Finally, the authoritarian leadership is reinforced and perpetuates the damage created by the bureaucratic organizational structure. अब इसी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स की वजह से अगर आपका पूरा टीम आप आते ही वो आपसे डर रहे हैं, कांप रहे हैं, आपको क्या अच्छा लगेगा या बुरा? Let's be very honest. All of us like power. Nature likes power. Nature supports power. That is why you have survival of the fittest. Lion is a lion not because lion stares at the mirror every day, looks at its hair and says, "Wah, kya baal hai ji, I am the lion." No. Lion is lion because of its sheer strength, as well as the fact that it has this I don't give a damn attitude. That is the reason. So nature itself supports what is powerful. We also love that power. और जब पूरा टीम आपसे डर रहा है तो क्या होगा? आप और भी ऑटोक्रेटिक अथॉरिटेटिव बन जाएगा. मैं सही हूं, आप गलत, ज्यादा बात मत कर, जानते हो जिससे किससे बात कर रहा है. ऑल दैट विल अपने आप अंदर से आ जाएगा. क्लियर? Chris Sargairis defined mature individuals as active, independent, confident, self-controlled, responsible, versatile, and participative in decision making, aligning with Douglas McGregor's theory Y. Versatile means variety. Such maturity is fostered in humanistic organizations that respect people, encourage idea sharing, build trust, and have flexible rules and regulations. A very close example of this would be ISRO. I'm not telling ISRO has flexible rules and regulations. Please understand. ISRO, even Saturday, you are working. Salaries and all are very, very, very nominal salaries these are. You cannot compare it with the salary that you may be able to get in a private organization. Getting the point here? Argyris believed that both organizations and individuals could reach their full potential when managers treat people positively and as responsible adults, leading to higher productivity. So if you treat them properly, your productivity will improve. That is the idea. Any doubts still here? Okay. He proposed 7 changes to help individuals transition from immature to mature personalities. Again, very, very important. Why? McGregor did not say how to reach theory Y from theory X. लेकिन Argyris gave 7 तरीका, 7 changes from immature to mature कैसे ला सकते हैं. And these changes are individual will move from a passive state as an infant to active state as an adult. Passive state से active state आ जाएंगे. Individual would grow from being dependent to independent. Individual will be able to behave in lots of different ways than few ways. Individuals' interest would become deep and strong. Whereas children, they had shallower interests. Individuals have a better grasp at the long-term perspective, past and future, more than just short-term perspective. So, 7 changes he has said. इन्फेंट से एडल्ट बन जाएगा. इमेच्योरिटी में वो इन्फेंट था, बच्चा था, पैसिव था. एडल्ट बनकर वो एक्टिव हो जाएगा. डिपेंडेंस से बनेगा इंडिपेंडेंट. जहां पर एक ही तरीके में बिहेव कर रहे थे अंडर इमेच्योरिटी, नाउ दे विल बिहेव इन लॉट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट वेज. एंड इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो, पहले उतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं दिखा रहे थे, शैलो थे, मीन्स नॉट सो डीप. As an adult, interest will be very deep and strong. Number 5, as matured individuals, they will have very deep vision, past, present, future. Whereas infant, short term. अगर आप देखोगे, he has again only told characteristic. This is the criticism. We will discuss it later. बट आई एम टेलिंग इट यू नव ओनली. एक बार अगर पढ़ोगे तो हाँ भाई समझ में आ गया पैसिव और एक्टिव, लेकिन पैसिव से एक्टिव कैसे बनाओगे आप? ही ऑल्सो डिडंट से. ही सेड 7 changes, but in that change, how to achieve this, he also has not made it very clear. कंटिन्यूम सब कुछ बना दिया, लेकिन कैसे इमेच्योरिटी से मैच्योरिटी तक पहुंचेंगे, that he has not said. Look at over here, he has only given the features again. एक्टिव, आई मीन इमेच्योरिटी में क्या होगा, इन्फेंट स्टेज में क्या होगा, एडल्ट स्टेज में क्या होगा. आगे, इंडिविजुअल्स मूव फ्रॉम ओनली बीइंग सबऑर्डिनेट टू इक्वल और सुपर सबऑर्डिनेट पोजिशंस. दैट इज जहां जरूरी है, दे विल गिव प्रॉपर रिस्पॉन्स टू देयर सुपीरियर. They will not always be ready to take orders. They will also say, sir, this cannot be done now. This will be a very bad move right now. Because if you are doing this, this is what will happen. That way. Adults have a higher level of awareness and stronger self-control compared to babies. In his opinion, these changes take place on a continuum, and the healthy personality develops along the continuum from immaturity to maturity. Okay, develops maturity से immaturity, healthy personality भी develop करेगा, लेकिन कैसे, how, what are the steps from immaturity to maturity? He was not very clear about it again. We'll discuss that under the criticism. Till this, is it clear? All right. Improving interpersonal competence. Organizations require cooperation and strong interpersonal skills. Interpersonal competence simply means it is the ability to effectively interact with others. सच सही बात है, हम कैसे दूसरों के साथ interact करते हैं. That is the idea here. Argyris noted that mechanistic organizations often exhibit low interpersonal competence, leading to dubious, fearful employees, unhealthy competition, and a lack of cooperation. Why? क्योंकि जहां जहां आप ये इंसेंटिव सिस्टम रखोगे, काम ज्यादा करो, पेमेंट ज्यादा मिलेगा, दैट विल नेवर क्रिएट अ टीम. क्योंकि सब लोग अपने फायदे के बारे में ही सोचते होंगे, इट विल नेवर क्रिएट अ प्रॉपर टीम. आई हैव सीन इट इन एवरी सेल्स टीम. आई हैव सीन इट. सेल्स टीम का मैनेजर होगा, लेकिन ऑल द सेल्स टीम, द मेंबर्स साथ में, दे में गो हैव चाय, कॉफी, एवरीथिंग, बट दे ऑल नो वन थिंग, दैट each person with whom they are having a cup of tea, they are all their competition. क्योंकि मंथ के महीने के अंत में they are only going to see what सबसे नीचे किसके टारगेट था, निकाल दो उससे नौकरी से. So they are always compete to see to that मेरा नंबर उससे ज्यादा होना चाहिए, मेरा नंबर इससे ज्यादा होना चाहिए. Automatically what will happen? They'll be dubious. Dubious means very very doubtful. शक के नजर से सबको देखना. Fearful employees, unhealthy competition, and a lack of cooperation. They will never cooperate with each other. Argyris argued that organizations should prioritize improving intellectual, mechanical, and interpersonal skills. दिमाग का भी, physical भी, how you communicate, all that should be improved. आगे. He found that interpersonal competence was often neglected and advocated that organizations perform better when their members excel in interacting effectively with others. Again, like I already gave you the example of ISRO is the best example for it. The success, real reason for the success is that there is so much of free communication that happens over there. बिकॉज ऑल सेड एंड डन, वहां पर क्या है, सभी लोगों को मालूम है उनका प्रमोशन कब आएगा, क्या है, कब है, एवरीथिंग दे नो. सो देयर इज नो सच थिंग दैट ओके मुझे इससे इंप्रेस करना है, उसको इंप्रेस करना है, नथिंग लाइक दैट. दे नो इफ दे स्टार्ट देयर करियर एज अ जूनियर साइंटिस्ट, इन 5 years what will come to them, 10 years what will come to them, 15 years what will come to them, they have clarity on it. तो वहां पर ये पूरा मस्का लगाने का कोई चक्कर या आइडिया नहीं है. बात क्या है? फ्री इंटरैक्शन. एंड दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ एन एनवायरनमेंट, माहौल ऐसा बना दिया गया है कि चाय के दौरान, समोसा खाते हुए या लंच ब्रेक के दौरान दे शेयर आइडियाज. एंड सम ऑफ द ग्राउंड ब्रेकिंग आइडियाज हैव ऑफन कम फ्रॉम जूनियर साइंटिस्ट्स, जो 2 हफ्ते या 2 महीने हुए होंगे ज्वाइन कर बात करते करते दे विल सडनली गिव एन आइडिया, अल्लाह व्हाई डोंट वी डू इट लाइक दिस. सडनली द सीनियर्स विल बी लाइक, अरे क्या सही है, why don't we do that, why don't we try that. They immediately put it into action. Getting the point here? He postulated that there are 3 conditions or requirements for the development of interpersonal competence. 3 conditions हैं. क्या है? Self acceptance. This refers to the degree to which person values himself in a positive fashion. Confirmation. By confirmation, Argyris means the reality testing of one's own self-image. 3. Essentiality. This third condition for interpersonal competence is defined by Argyris as one's opportunity to यूटिलाइज द सेंट्रल एबिलिटीज एंड एक्सप्रेस हिज सेंट्रल नीड्स। अब ये क्या है? पहला है सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस। खुद के बारे में एक अंदाजा होना चाहिए कि आप क्या है, आपके पॉजिटिव क्या है, आपके नेगेटिव क्या है, और खुद के बारे में एक इमेज होना चाहिए। पहला ये है। दूसरा, कंफर्मेशन। आप जो आपके बारे में सोच रहे हैं, क्या यह सही है या गलत? सो इफ यू थिंक दैट यू आर अ वेरी फ्रेंडली पर्सन, टेस्ट इट। आस्क others around you whether it is true or not, how they view you. Do they view as friendly? So in my case especially, I know one thing, that I always come across as a khadus. I know it. I have been named that by many of my former students. आगे आने वाले कल के स्टूडेंट्स भी यही बोलेंगे. What is the reason? Because I generally don't smile that much. I open up only in front of very close people or people whom I am familiar with. Otherwise, I generally maintain complete silence. I don't interact. So इसके वजह से क्या हुआ? अब मुझे मालूम है, this is my image. If I test it out also, I know it very well, because I know one thing, that whoever sees me for the first time, they will never come to talk with me. They keep a distance. They will also keep a distance. I know it. I can sense it. So it is true. My self-acceptance and confirmation. ये दोनों हो गया. तीसरा क्या है? Essentiality. Utilize the central abilities and express the central needs. यानी कि यहां का फैसिलिटीज जो भी है, इस्तेमाल करो. एंड एक्सप्रेस द सेंट्रल नीड्स. क्या चाहते हो मैं? What am I looking into this organization? Well, growing again. Now, teaching a few of you online, I want to teach probably all over India. I want to have literally a pan-Indian audience. जहां पर कश्मीर से लेकर कन्याकुमारी तक, गुजरात से लेकर अरुणाचल प्रदेश, I want to have students. That is my ultimate life goal. Those are my needs. Can this organization provide me that platform? Absolutely yes. It is already providing it to me. Getting the point here. These are the three conditions. अगर ये तीन कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो गया, आदमी का इंटरपर्सनल स्किल बढ़ेगा. Which is what? How you behave with others. So when I know that I'm a kadus, when I talk with people, I should be a little more careful. Why? Because even when I say a normal sentence, सुनने वाले को क्या लगेगा? यार, निखिल सर को गुस्सा आ गया. It won't be gussa. It will be just my irritation. I'll be irritated with it, not gussa. But people who don't know me will always feel what? Okay, he got angry. I know this now. So what should I do? When I talk, I should be extra careful and talk a little soft. आवाज थोड़ा नीचे रखकर, थोड़ा कम रखकर I should speak. Then my interpersonal skill will improve. This is what he has suggested. खुद को जान लो. जानने के बाद टेस्ट करो. टेस्ट करने के बाद आप क्या चाहते हो, आपके एबिलिटीज आप कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, ये तीनों चीज अगर आप कर पा रहे हैं, योर इंटरपर्सनल स्किल विल इंप्रूव. एनी डाउट्स पीपल? In attempting to operationalize the concept of interpersonal competence, Argyris has specified several kinds of behavior that he regards as concrete evidence of interpersonally competent behavior. These four types of behavior are listed below and are arranged in order of decreasing frequency of occurrence and increasing potency for contributing incompetence, as hypothesized by Argyris and apparently confirmed by his empirical data. So, चार type of behavior is there. चार type. Decreasing frequency of occurrence, increasing potency for contributing to competence. What it is, we will see. owning up to or accepting responsibility for one's ideas and feelings. Owning up to or accepting responsibility for one's ideas and feelings means decreasing frequency of occurrence and increasing potency for contributing to competence. So once again read that sentence. Decreasing frequency of occurrence का मतलब है ऊपर से जब आप नीचे जाओगे तो things are decreasing. That is what it means. Decreasing from high to low. Then increasing potency for contribution. Increasing potency means ऊपर वाला कम है लेकिन नीचे जाते जाते बड़ा हो रहा है. I hope that is clear to you. Now let us understand its impact. It is occurrence. Owning up to or accepting responsibility for one's ideas and feelings. खुद के आइडियाज और खुद के फीलिंग्स के बारे में जिम्मेदारी लेना. अगर आप देखोगे तो बहुत ज्यादा लोग ये करेंगे. बहुत ज्यादा लोग खुद के आइडिया खुद के फीलिंग क्या है इसके बारे में जिम्मेदारी ले लेंगे. दैट इज व्हाट आर्गायरिस इज सेइंग. नंबर 1. देन नंबर 2 क्या है? बीइंग ओपन टू आइडियाज एंड फीलिंग्स ऑफ अदर्स एंड दोज फ्रॉम विद इन वन सेल्फ. दूसरों के आइडियाज क्या है, दूसरों के सोच और विचार क्या है, ये एक्सेप्ट करना. यानी कि यू आर ओपन टू इट, यू आर रेडी टू लिसन एंड यू आर रेडी टू लिसन टू योर सेल्फ ऑल्सो. व्हाट आर योर आइडियाज एक्सेट्रा. सो दिस वन थिंग वी नो. खुद के आइडियाज खुद के फीलिंग्स एवरीबडी विल टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. एवरीबडी विल बी टेकिंग. नोबडी विल डिनाई. दैट इज पर्सनली यू शुड टेक द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. समाज के सामने मेरा फीलिंग ये है, दैट इज नॉट द केस. खुद को मालूम है. यू विल नो व्हाट आर योर गुड पॉइंट्स, व्हाट आर योर बैड पॉइंट्स. आपके अच्छे वाले सोच क्या है, गंदी वाली सोच क्या है, इवन यू नो. एवरीबडी नोज इट. दैट इज अ रियलिटी. करेक्ट. सो इसका फ्रीक्वेंसी हाई होगा. डेफिनेटली एवरीबडी विल नो इट. खुद क्या है, क्या नहीं है, क्या कर पाओगे, क्या नहीं कर पाओगे, वी ऑल नो. इंटरपर्सनल स्किल के लिए इसका जरूरत या इसका ताकत, पोटेंसी मींस ताकत. इंटरपर्सनल स्किल के लिए इसका कोई जरूरत है क्या? खुद के बारे में उतना जानना. ओके, जान लिया तो ठीक है, बेहतर है, लेकिन इतना नहीं है कि यह सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है ना. सो इट्स एबिलिटी टू इंप्रूव इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स इज वेरी लो, बट इट्स ऑकरेंस इज वेरी वेरी हाई. नंबर 2, इफ यू सी, दूसरों के आइडियाज, दूसरों के सोच, वो भी एक्सेप्ट करना. वक्त कहां है सबके पास. दूसरों को जाने, खुद को जानने से ज्यादा दूसरों को आप कभी भी नहीं जान पाओगे. दैट इज अ रियलिटी. यू विल नेवर बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड अनदर पर्सन एज मच एज यू अंडरस्टैंड योर सेल्फ. सो ऑब्वियसली ये इसका ऑकरेंस जो है इससे भी थोड़ा कम होगा, है ना. बाकी लोगों के सोच और विचार समझना, दैट विल बी अ लिटिल लेसर देन खुद की सोच और विचार जो आप पहले से ही समझ गए हैं. करेक्ट? यू विल नो अबाउट यू, नॉट अबाउट अनदर पर्सन. वेरी ट्रू. But this, if you are able to do that, this is a far more important quality, or this is far more strong. खुद से जानने से ज्यादा अगर आप दूसरों को जान पा रहे, जानना या समझना, that's an even more stronger quality in improving interpersonal relations. Clear till number 2? Now number 3, experimenting with new ideas and feelings. नए सोच, नए विचार के साथ ट्राई आउट करना, टू ट्राई समथिंग न्यू. न्यू आइडियाज, न्यू फीलिंग्स. बहुत कम ही लोग ये करेंगे, बहुत कम. बिकॉज वी ऑल लव स्टेबिलिटी इन लाइफ. वी डोंट वांट एनीथिंग दैट इज अनप्रडिक्टेबल. बहुत कुछ कम लोग होंगे जो ये करने के लिए तैयार होंगे. एंड दे आर बेसिकली ऑल योर हाई, व्हाट इज इट, हाई परफॉर्मिंग इंडिविजुअल्स. They don't want stability. They want हर दिन, they want some झटका. That is what gives them the kick. क्योंकि they basically say that is what makes me feel alive. The unpredictability. So they will be in all the best. That is the high performing field. Sports ले लो आप, film industry ले लो, business ले लो. You will find all the top athletes, top businessmen, they all belong to this category. They don't want a government job. They don't want a 9 to 5 job. They don't want to work in MNC. They want to always have that unpredictability. कल क्या होगा? कल क्या होगा? They are ready to experiment. Correct? Entrepreneurs. Again, these people, again, if you see, they'll be very good at interacting with people. वो फालतू का इंटरैक्शन नहीं है. तुम्हें मालूम है उसका चक्कर इसके साथ हो रहा है. That, no. Whatever topics they talk about will be all very intellectual. They're ready to take in new ideas. Again, frequency wise, if you see, बहुत कम लोग ही ये फॉलो कर रहे हैं. और पोटेंसी के हिसाब से अगर देखोगे तो दिस इज फार मोर पोटेंट, बिकॉज यू आर रेडी टू ट्राई आउट, यू आर रेडी टू एक्सपेरिमेंट. Last one, helping others to own up, be open to, and to experiment with their ideas and feelings. You are no more thinking about you. आप क्या चाहते हैं, आपका सोच क्या है, आपका विचार क्या है. इट्स नो मोर अबाउट मी, इट्स ऑल अबाउट यू. यू टेल मी अबाउट यू. कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं, दे आर वेरी गुड लिसनर्स. आप उनसे सुबह से लेकर शाम तक या रात के 8 बजे से सुबह के 2 बजे तक फोन में बात कर सकते, क्योंकि वो लोग अच्छा और क्या हुआ, फिर क्या हुआ, अच्छा, ओके, देन व्हाट हैपेंड. सो दे विल कीप लिसनिंग. दे आर वेरी गुड एट व्हाट, इंटरपर्सनल स्किल. दैट इज द हाईएस्ट लेवल. दूसरों का मदद करना, और उसका ऑकरेंस फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑब्वियसली डेफिनेटली लो. Because we are at the end of the day, most of us are what? Very, very, very selfish. That is a reason. We are very selfish. खुद के लिए वक्त नहीं है, दूसरों के लिए वक्त कहां से निकालोगे? Simple. Getting the point. So these are the 4 things that he has suggested, the behaviors which he has arranged in terms of decreasing order of frequency and increasing order of potency. Clear, people? What's the time? Okay, take a 10-minute break, people. We'll be back at 3. अच्छा, Ratik, it is still 1:45 to 3:45 p.m. That is just for today. Please complete the backlogs. And from Monday, the class timing will be from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30. All right. Because I know your CSAT class is apparently starting from 2 p.m. This is clashing with the CSAT class. Plus, one more thing is that I want to wind it up early. The afternoon time, I have always noticed the response also is not so up to the mark. Sometimes I really feel whether you people are sitting on the other side or whether you people are sleeping. All right. So, T groups. So, what do you mean by T groups? T groups, when we say in the 1960s, Argyris used the T group experiment to enhance employee effectiveness. It had an unstructured format, focuses on own behavior and the behavior of others. Members of the group provide feedback to each other. This program helps individuals understand themselves and others, improve group functioning, and develop self awareness and sensitivity. It fosters distributive leadership and consensus decision making by minimizing hierarchical distinctions. Positive outcomes included greater delegation of responsibilities and more valid information from lower levels, leading to improved decision making. T group, matlab training group. That's it. क्या था ये ट्रेनिंग? मतलब कोई फॉर्मेट कुछ भी नहीं है, एक ग्रुप बना दिया, सब लोग है उसके अंदर, ऊपर ऊपर बैठे हुए आदमी भी है, नीचे बैठे हुए आदमी, सबको एक ही ग्रुप में डाल दिया. So now what happened? Because of this, you should focus on your, because you're in a group now. कोई ऊपर, मैं हायरार्की में ऊपर हूं, आप नीचे है, nothing there. So you have to be careful about your behavior. You also have to be careful about others' behavior. Members of the group provide feedback to each other. They will tell right. देखो यार, सब कुछ सही है, लेकिन तुम बात करते वक्त थोड़ा सॉफ्ट तरीके से बात करना. Getting it? So they will give feedback. And because of this feedback and this type of behavior, what happened finally was the understanding improved. The understanding between the people improved, as a result of which greater delegation of responsibility took place. That is, ऊपर वाले जो रैंक में थे, they were ready to give more responsibility. क्योंकि समझ में आ गया, नीचे जो काम करने वाले, वो लोग इससे ज्यादा काम, बेहतरीन काम कर सकते हैं. Getting the point? So they understood that the lower level employees can actually work better. उन्हें ज्यादा responsibility वो लेने के लिए भी तैयार है. Number one, more valid information from lower level. तो ये हमेशा, once you join your government job also, you will understand this. Lower level से, when you try to give information, when the headquarters ask for information, lower level will not give all the information at the same time. वो लोग भी क्या करेंगे? जितना पूछा गया है बस उतना ही दे. That is the general trend there in government departments. ठीक है, क्यों? भरोसा नहीं है. That is the main reason. If I provide this information, what will they do to me? I don't know. And what is the thinking from the side of the headquarters? These people, no, they are kamchor only. If I ask them anything, they will never do it on time. That is what they are also thinking. But if you keep all of them together, then you will realize, नीचे वाले लोग काम करने के लिए तैयार है. Please give us some quality work. And once they get quality work, they will start responding accordingly. They will also pass correct information, relevant information on time. So what, that is the main area here. T group का एक experiment था वो. सबको मिला दो, हायरार्की भूल जाओ, इंटरैक्ट करो आपस में, तभी मालूम पड़ेगा कि नीचे वाले लोग को बेहतरीन नौकरियां दे दो. Then once they get the better job, they'll start passing information also better. Getting the point here? Argyris acknowledged that T group training initially aimed at personal growth and self-insight rather than changing the work environment. Personal growth पर और self-insight. खुद के अंदर देख लो, खुद का कमी क्या है, ताकत क्या है, जान लो, rather than changing the whole environment. देखो आप you cannot change the idea. The fundamental thing is you cannot change the world. You can change yourself. That is the first and foremost thing. Then, however, it eventually led to organizational improvements. He and his colleagues did not advocate administering formal organizations like tree groups, but recommended using such groups for specific decisions within formal structures. मतलब अब ये चीज आप सब जगह नहीं डाल सकते, सही है ना? जैसे कि सैलरी, अटेंडेंस, छुट्टियां, लीव, इसमें क्या डिस्कशन की जरूरत है? कौन कौन सा काम करेगा, दैट इज ऑलरेडी डिसाइडेड. ऑफिस टीम और द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव टीम विल टेक केयर ऑफ सैलरी. Attendance has to be taken care by all the reporting officers. They should see whether their subordinates are coming to office on time. Approval of leave also again goes to the reporting officer only. They should only approve the leave by looking into the demands of the office and the circumstances and all that. तो वहां पर डिस्कशन करना या मेरा अंदर का सोच और विचार, आपके अंदर का सोच और विचार जानकर क्या करोगे आप? नथिंग. सो रूटीन चीजों के लिए इसका कोई जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन अगर डायनामिक सिचुएशंस लाइक 26/11, like I told you, Hemant Karkare, the ATS chief, when he came out of his home, I have told this earlier, I'm just continuing that example, he gave 2 calls immediately. One was to Vijay Salaskar, the other was to Ashok Kamte. So one of them was already stuck in a traffic block. He opened his glove compartment, pulled out his service revolver, गाड़ी से बाहर आ गया, गाड़ी का दरवाजा बंद किया, and he started jogging, क्योंकि ट्रैफिक ब्लॉक था. So he started jogging to the location that Hemant Karkare told him to come to. So he started jogging because he know कहीं नहीं जाने वाला भी. What is it? Block के वजह से. Then on the other side, what is it? I'm not sure who it was, Vijay Salaskar or Ashok Kamte. One of them was actually a very avid bodybuilder. रात के 2 बजे हो, 3 बजे हो, he doesn't care. Every day he will hit the gym. He was inside the gym when he got the call from Hemant Karkare again. He immediately left the gym and again headed to the direction what Hemant Karkare told. रूटीन काम था क्या ये? नहीं. Now या फिर what is it? What again? ASI Tukaram Omble did, where everybody was standing and waiting कि वो गाड़ी जो अभी what is it? What has hit the security barricade and stopped? क्या वो लोग मरे हुए हैं, जिंदा है? Everybody are wondering. Tukaram Omble only got out, armed with only one lathi. He ran to the car. क्या जरूरत थी? He is only an ASI. उनके ऊपर इंस्पेक्टर है, सब इंस्पेक्टर है, इंस्पेक्टर रैंक है, डिप्यूटी कमिश्नर है, असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर है, सारे के सारे आईपीएस ऑफिसर्स, इतने सीनियर ऑफिसर्स वहां पर थे. Why did he run to the situation? Because it was a dynamic situation. वहां पर क्या प्रोटोकॉल, क्या हायरार्की, कौन सीनियर कौन जूनियर, बुलेट को तो दिखाई नहीं देगा कि आप सीनियर है तो ठीक है, मैं आपको थोड़ा मैं दाहिने तरफ थोड़ा घूम लेता हूं ताकि आपको कुछ ना हो जाए. नो, बुलेट हैज नो डिफरेंस. सीनियर जूनियर सब ऑफिस के लिए है, ऑफिस के काम के लिए है, टू ब्रिंग अ क्लैरिटी एंड अ स्ट्रक्चर. But in a dynamic situation like 26/11, where are you going to keep hierarchy and protocol? It is about eliminate the threat, come what may. कहीं से भी कोई आइडिया मिल रहा है, उसे ले लो, करो काम, मिटा दो वो थ्रेट. That is the idea. So even Argyris did not say सारे जगह टी ग्रुप्स डालो. No, जहां जरूरी है वहां डालो, जहां जरूरी नहीं है मत डालो. Let us take it up even more further. T groups and public administration. Argyris advocated for using the T group technique in public administration, particularly after assessing the US Department of State. He proposed interventions in organizational socio-emotional processes to enhance employee satisfaction with higher order needs. Matlab, esteem plus self-actualization. He recommended long-term programs focusing on senior leaders' behavior and leadership styles, fostering initiative and innovation, and revising personal practices to reduce systemic defenses. मतलब create a माहौल where फर्स्ट थिंग इज लीडर का बिहेवियर है और स्टाइल जो है सीनियर्स का स्पेशली बदलाव लाओ उसमें इनिशिएटिव और इनोवेशन लाओ ताकि नए आइडियाज नए सोच नए विचार इसका भी हम व्हाट इज इट रेस्पेक्ट कर सकें एंड रिवाइजिंग पर्सनल प्रैक्टिसेस टू रिड्यूस सिस्टमिक डिफेंसेस पर्सनल प्रैक्टिसेस रिवाइज करो मतलब क्या है डोंट ट्राई टू ब्रीथ डाउन ऑन योर एम्प्लॉइज ब्रीथिंग डाउन ऑन द नेक ब्रीथिंग डाउन ऑन का नेक का मतलब है अगर कोई आपके एकदम नजदीक में पीछे है तो जब वो सांस लेते हैं यू कैन फील देयर एयर ऑन योर नेक मीन्स व्हाट दैट पर्सन इज स्टैंडिंग सो क्लोज टू यू वी डोंट वांट दैट टाइप ऑफ अ सीनियर काम दे दिया ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट सॉल्व करो आप आपका तरीका कोई भी तरीका आप इस्तेमाल करो लेकिन गेट द प्रॉब्लम सॉर्टेड फॉर मी नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस एम्प्लॉय स्टार्ट्स टू थिंक हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम लीडिंग टू इनोवेशन एंड क्रिएटिविटी दैट इज व्हाई ही सजेस्टेड दिस फॉर वेयर Department of State, that is again in the USA, there he suggested this to change the whole work atmosphere there. That will encourage the innovation, creativity of lower level employees, bring a change in the senior level leadership style. Aage. Any doubts till here with regard to T groups, especially any doubts? All right. Alternative organizational styles. Argyris believed that a single type of organizational structure was not suitable to address all types of jobs or activities. As the nature of job varies, organizational structure must also vary accordingly. According to him, the organizations of the future would be a combination of both the old and new forms of organization. He proposed some new organizational structures as given below. यानी कि if you go back and see क्लासिकल थियोरी का स्ट्रक्चर अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का स्ट्रक्चर अगर हम देखोगे तो उसका बस एक ही स्ट्रक्चर था एंड व्हाट वाज दैट टॉप डाउन है ना ऊपर एक आदमी बैठा होगा हायरार्की है लेवल्स है यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड यूनिटी ऑफ डायरेक्शन सब कुछ ऊपर से नीचे ही आएगा दैट इज द पुराना स्ट्रक्चर लेकिन अर्गायरिस कह रहा है काम के हिसाब से द स्ट्रक्चर शुड वेरी एंड मॉडर्न ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज एक्चुअली एंड देव में विथ सेकंड पॉइंट दिस वन Is it slide number 32, second point? Just give me yes or no. This to understand, you need to revisit the older lectures. This is your first class. Esteem and self-actualization. I have already covered it under Maslow's hierarchy. So please cover the previous lectures. वहां पर ये already explained है. That is why I didn't elaborate it further. So please revisit it. All right. उसके बाद भी अगर doubt है, you can contact me in my Telegram channel, which will be again given. The link of it is given at the beginning of the lecture. PPT will be shared with you in the PDF format. So there you can note it down. So what are the structures? Pyramidal structure. Nah. Don't apologize. It is okay. It's your first class. Chill. Relax. Pyramidal structure. It is a rigid and classical structure suitable for routine operations or non-innovative activities. It is suitable for the people who are happy to do routine tasks, disdain psychological needs, etc. यानी कि रेगुलर रूटीन काम करने के लिए सबसे बेहतरीन स्ट्रक्चर कौन सा है? पिरामिड. बिकॉज वी नीड प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी रूटीन काम के लिए. गेटिंग द पॉइंट. दैट इज वाई वर्ल्ड ओवर गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ले लो, प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ले लो, दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर. देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट. बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर हमेशा ये ही होगा. Getting the point? आगे. Modified formal organizational structure. It is a hierarchical structure, but in terms of processes and operation, it is democratic in character. It is like System 4, propounded by Likert, that we will be taking up. He is our next thinker, which enables a subordinate to be a member of the superior's decisional unit. Subordinate will become a member of the superior's decisional unit. Getting the point here. This sometimes happens with Indian bureaucracy also. A lower ranking IAS officer could suddenly be pulled up by the chief minister, and chief minister will directly take him as his advisor. This has happened in the state of Odisha with regard to Mr. Pandian IAS. So Pandian IAS was actually a junior level officer actually. Not too junior also, but yeah. Naveen Patnaik made him his advisor. Seeing his work. Again, ये बंदा अच्छा काम कर रहा है, तो he made him his advisor. कॉमेडी क्या हुआ? सीनियर ऑफिसर्स है, जैसे कि समझो ऋतिक एंड अशफाक आर लेट अस से 58, 59 years old, सीनियर मोस्ट आईएएस ऑफिसर्स. ठीक है, लेकिन चीफ मिनिस्टर से अगर मिलना है तो 40 साल का व्हाट इज इट पांडियन आईएएस का अपॉइंटमेंट लेना पड़ेगा. इफ यू वांट टू, सो इमेजिन हाउ एंग्री यू विल फील. दैट इज कल आए हुए बंदे से मैं परमिशन लू. यू नो, आई एम द सीनियर मोस्ट आईएएस ऑफिसर इन द स्टेट एंड आई शुड टेक हिज अपॉइंटमेंट. व्हाट नॉनसेंस. But हकीकत it was, they had no other choice because chief minister से approval मिलना है. So they will go and ask Mr. Pandian, when is the chief minister free? Accordingly, Mr. Pandian will say, he is not free now. What is the matter? I will convey it to him. Tell me what is the matter. Now you have no other choice. You will automatically, what is it? You will convey it to him. So he will go and tell it to the chief minister. Now इसके वजह से क्या हुआ? स्टेट से जुड़े हुए जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स थे, एवरीथिंग विल गो थ्रू मिस्टर पांडियन आईएएस फर्स्ट, देन ओनली इट विल गो टू चीफ मिनिस्टर. He became like the default important guy over there. Getting the point here? This is what democratic consultation. Because ultimately you're consulting people with your juniors. You need not actually consult with your equals. You're consulting things with your subordinates. Almost the same working style you can see even in the Prime Minister's office. Normally, Prime Minister will consult with cabinet ministers. है ना? Important, जैसे कि फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर हुआ, होम मिनिस्टर हुआ, एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर हुआ. लेकिन बहुत सारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी के वक्त से, इंदिरा गांधी, Rajiv Gandhi, and even the current Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, they are all known for what? They are all known for consulting with bureaucrats, mostly senior IAS officers, when it comes to taking important decisions. Getting the point? This organizational structure is comparatively more efficient than the pyramidal structure. ये सही है. Quicker decision making. No time for nonsense or faltu politics, nothing. You're straight away taking the decision. What are the pros? What are the cons? Because with IAS officer, what is the advantage when you discuss it with them? Why is it that most politicians love to interact with IAS officer? Because now, whatever training you're taking right now, this coaching industry, whatever training you're taking, people will say coaching industry mafia hai, ye hai, wo hai. The point is, you are getting trained. कुछ भी मिले, any topic मिले, your सोच is what? Define करो. उसका features क्या है लिखो. Advantages क्या है? Disadvantages क्या है? Conclusion. This is the general format. The same format you will carry forward even till the last day of your career. Only an IAS officer will be able to think like that. These are the pros, these are the cons, this is the conclusion. And सीधी बात, no बकवास. बहुत ज्यादा pages लिख कर दे दो, no, because Prime Minister wants straight points. So you will give, sir, these are the advantages. Tuck, 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 tuck. These are the disadvantages. Disadvantages कम है, advantages ज्यादा है. मेरे ख्याल से you should go ahead with it. End of the story. And Prime Minister again will ask 2-3 more IAS officers in his Prime Minister's office. Once he gets the feedback from everybody, he will go ahead with it. Then only he will consult it with the cabinet. Getting the point? And all these three, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, as well as Narendra Modi, are known to do this. What? Modified formal organizational structure. Modified है. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप जाकर नरेंद्र मोदी, व्हाट इज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर के कंधे पर आ रहा है, ए मोदी भाई कैसे हो, दैट यू कैन नॉट डू. द प्रोटोकॉल इज स्टिल मेंटेन्ड, बट द लीडर इज सीकिंग योर ओपिनियन. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? आगे participative structure. The structure is comparatively less hierarchical and flexible. It is more organic in character, meaning each employee would have an equal opportunity in problem solving, decision making, commensurate with his or her potential. उनके हैसियत के हिसाब से they will be part of the decision making or problem solving. The structure is suitable for activities which require creativity and imagination. Creativity and imagination. It can be applied for group activities, interdepartmental activities, etc. Wherever you have to collaborate and work. दो departments के बीच, दो ministries के बीच, maybe between the center and the state or between state governments, जहां creativity or imagination, you need a new solution. So let us say between two states there is a dispute with regard to water sharing. You need to come out with a completely new solution. You need to come out with an innovative idea. Participative structure only. There nothing called as, oh, this state is bigger than that state. No, that state is smaller. No, सब बराबर है वहां पर. And मिलकर ही काम करना पड़ेगा because पानी का मामला है. Both the states should get benefit out of it. Or if it is two departments also, you need complete collaboration. So interdepartmental activity के हिसाब से अगर देखोगे तो, like I told you multiple times, EDNIA. The collaboration between these two departments is wonderful. Why? ED comes under actually Ministry of Finance. बहुत लोगों को ये अभी भी मालूम नहीं है. This comes under Ministry of Home Affairs. दो अलग अलग मिनिस्ट्री में होने के बावजूद भी the collaboration between ED and NI is very high. That is the reason why both of them have more than 90% conviction rate, because they collaborate and work. They discuss, they understand कि नए नए तरीका क्या कर रहे हैं लोग अभी to fund terrorism या फिर to do money laundering. Similarly, you have Central Board of Direct Taxes. And you also have Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. This is to do with your income tax. This is to do with your GST. अब इन दोनों के बीच collaboration चल रहा है. They are sharing their data of income tax SSCs, GST SSCs. They are sharing it. GST कितने लोग भर दिया, इनकम टैक्स कितने लोग भर दिया, उससे क्या मिलता है, उससे दे गेट टू नो कि कौन टैक्स इवेड किया है. That is why the tax collections efficiency is going on improving. Getting the point here? So these collaborations which actually leads to more creativity, more imagination, because you will think of new solutions. Clear? Last one, metrics organization. It is a superimposition of the project organization onto a functional organization. It is a flat organization structure where everyone has equal power and responsibility to deal with the assigned task. The members are expected to work as a cohesive unit. It is expected to eliminate superior subordinate relationship and substitute with individual self-discipline. It can be applied for the tasks that need multiple skills or specialization. अब ये क्या है metrics? Metrics simply means, see, the oldest form of organization is what? Top down, ऊपर से नीचे. ठीक है, ये अगर ऊपर है ये तो नीचे. Metrics organization means इसमें कौन सीनियर है कौन जूनियर. And this is not top and this is not bottom. This is actually a horizontal structure. ये vertical structure है. This is top, this is bottom. इसको ऐसे उठाकर पलट दो, ऐसे उठाकर पलट दो, and then distribute jobs everything based on capability. अब इसमें सीनियर कौन है, जूनियर कौन है, कौन ऊपर आता है कौन नीचे आता है, you have no idea, because everybody is interacting with everybody. Getting the picture here? Everybody is interacting with everybody else. There is complete coordination and cooperation, because only purpose is what? Get the job done. काम करवा दो. That's it. इसका बेहतरीन एग्जाम्पल होगा स्टार्टअप्स, वो भी इन द इनिशियल डेज. शुरुआत में अगर आप स्टार्टअप्स को देखोगे तो एक छोटे से फ्लोर में होंगे. एंड इफ यू आस्क देम सीईओ कहां है, सीईओ इधर है. कौन? वो जो शॉर्ट्स पहनकर घूम रहा है, हाँ, दैट इज द सीईओ. देन वेयर इज द दिस थिंग, क्लीनिंग स्टाफ, हाँ, वो इधर है. कौन? वो यूनिफॉर्म पहने वाला, हाँ. So you will see everybody is in the same floor. So any decision you want to take also फटाफट हो जाता है. CEO all he has to do is get up and say, everybody listen, come here, come here, come here, come here, इधर आ, इधर आ, ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा कर रहा है, जल्दी जल्दी काम खत्म करो. That's it. Immediately everybody will contribute and they will get the work done. जैसे जैसे it starts growing as an organization, ज्यादा फंड मिल रहा है, बहुत सारे लोगों को रिक्रूट करना है, slowly this setup will vanish, and then it will become what? The structure. और अब CEO ऊपर बैठेंगे, नीचे नीचे एक एक करके इन लोगों को बिठा देंगे. Getting the point here? Metrics organization is the best example for participative decision making. Why? everyone are involved. Lekin, this is only possible when the organization is very small. या फिर the country that we are talking about is small. जैसे वो size में बढ़ जाएगा, you have no other choice other than moving towards the pyramidal structure. सबसे बेहतरीन यही है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. काबिलियत के हिसाब से एवरीबडी विल कंट्रीब्यूट, एवरीबडी नोस व्हाट इज द मिशन, व्हाट इज द विजन, व्हाट इज द टारगेट, एवरीबडी नोस, बट ओनली टिल एज लॉन्ग एज इट इज स्मॉल. बड़ा बन गया, यू विल हैव टू मूव टू दिस. एनी डाउट्स पीपल? All right. The difference between the structures is basically degree of involvement required in making decisions. Pyramidal structure is further to the left on the continuum, while matrix organizational structure is furthest to the right. Essentially, then, pyramidal structure involves very few in the decision making, while matrix organizational structure calls for each individual to have equal power. Argyris made a point that no one of these structures should be used all the time. So can we apply this in departments solely instead of overall organization? Again, Lipika, it depends. Agar zarurat pad gaye to. Case in point being, now when the whole Silkyara tunnel collapse took place, Silkyara tunnel collapse took place, and when the workers were struck inside that tunnel in Uttarakhand, 4 different organizations were involved there. तो वहां का कॉमेडी क्या था? चार अलग अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इन्वॉल्व. ठीक है, which were interacting among each other. Yeah. All right. All the 4 interacting in pure matrix format, which is normally not possible in our country. क्योंकि एक डिपार्टमेंट इस डिपार्टमेंट के साथ अगर इंटरैक्ट भी करना है, यहां का डिपार्टमेंट हेड will send a letter to this department head. This department head will interact with that department head. यह ऐसे ही होता है. लेकिन अब ये चारों के चार एक ही लेवल पर बैठकर इंटरैक्ट कर रहा है. क्यों? बिकॉज दिस इज द ग्राउंड लेवल पिक्चर. ऊपर इन सबको मैनेज करते हुए you had the Prime Minister's office. So if you really ask me what is this, it is a combination of pyramidal and metric structure. So कोई एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक ही वक्त पर पूरे टाइम, that is one organization structure always, you cannot use that. Depends from situation to situation. The situation demands routine काम, go for pyramid. Situation demands some consultation, go for modified formal. Getting the point? So this is the way you do it. Is there any role if their EIS stake in company? I didn't understand. EIS take का मतलब instead, the organizations of the future will tend to vary as per the structures that they use and according to the kind of decisions that must be made. Argyris hypothesized that decision rules will need to be established to determine which structure should be used under given set of conditions. डिसीजन के हिसाब से ही कौन सा फैसला अगर आपको लेना है उसके हिसाब से आपको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को चुनना पड़ेगा एंड you need to make rules also accordingly. Routine के लिए we will follow organize, we'll follow pyramid. Totally dynamic नया thing के लिए we will use metrics. That way you will have to make rules. कौन कह रहा है? Argyris. Getting the point here? EIS I only know about employee insurance scheme. I don't know whether you are referring to that. Any queries, people? Ashfaq, your question is not clear for me. Please specify it. One more topic is there. That is the last topic, but it is a little lamba. So we will wind it up on maybe on Monday. Monday, again, I'm telling you, class timing is 11:30. Okay, 11:30 a.m. That will be your timing henceforth. And that is my official Telegram channel. Ashfaq, you can contact me here and put up your question there. Ritik also. There is. Is there any role if there is stake in company in organization structure? Stake in company. Is there any role? Whose role? Maybe, but even then that question is not clear. Any which ways, this is my Telegram channel, people. You can log in over here. There is a discussion channel also. The main channel will only show you only IAS, UPSC. But if you click on the three dots, there is a discussion channel. That is where you can send in your questions and queries. Clear? So let's call it a day. Only one more topic is remaining. Then Chris Argyris will be done. We are about to wind up the stake in company like share. I didn't understand again. Like, what is the relevance? See, again, if you're asking about the shareholders' debates and discussions, shareholders will never be involved in routine mamla. Routine mamla of hiring, firing employees, usme shareholders will not be involved. Shareholders will be involved when the company is going to take a major loan. Company is going to deal with a major new technology या फिर कोई नया चीज खरीदना है which is very expensive. तो important decisions में they will discuss it with shareholders. If that is what you're asking. So again, like I told you, the structure of what structure any organization relies on depends highly on the decision that has to be made. That is the reality. There is no doubt about it. Even Argyris has advocated the same thing. Like I told you already with the example of 26/11, उस रात में क्या hierarchy, क्या what is it protocol? Everybody were on the road. Constable से लेकर senior IPS officers, then later the NSG commando, everybody were out there. क्योंकि मालूम नहीं था कि this is a beauty. You people are all from this generation only, right? And still don't know to operate one Telegram channel. निखिल राम ओनली IAS UPSC, that is the name of this main channel. तो उसमें अगर आप if you click on my Nikhil Ram only IAS, that thing if you click, and then there is a 3 dot. उसमें एक व्यू डिस्कशन है, उस व्यू डिस्कशन क्लिक करो, you will enter Nikhil sir discussion. Sir, that you can what is it, send your messages, everything. All right, that is not just for this channel, it is for all Telegram channels. It is like that. There will be a public channel where only I can post things. Then once again, Nikhil Ram only IS, click on that, click on my name, you'll get this screen. There again, click on the 3 dots, view discussion, then you can enter. All right, people, so that's about it. Let's call it a day. 11:30 a.m. people.